Hey guys, welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast, your daily guide for inner child healing. This podcast helps you establish a consistent reparenting routine and is divided into 3 sections. The first is a daily reading, the second is a discussion of that reading followed by suggested journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whenever and wherever you're joining us. I'm so glad that you're here as we continue on this journey of self-expansion and growth. If this is your first time, welcome. Now, before we dive in, I have a few quick reminders. Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Your support here helps us spread the word, allowing us to continue to grow this community. Next, I'd like to introduce our Patreon group, where we have 3 weekly meetings. On Sundays, we have a meditation meeting. On Tuesdays, we have book club meeting. And on Thursdays, we have open topic discussions. These meetings take place at 6 p.m. CEST, so Amsterdam, Paris time. For my next announcement, I'd also like to introduce the Reparenting Daily journal, which you can find on Amazon. This journal follows along with the podcast, so each weekly and monthly themes are reflected in the journal. It provides space for you to keep your notes with plenty of extra resources on each topic to be discussed. It's an excellent tool, and if you purchase it, you can join our weekly meetings for free. Just send me an email and we'll get you linked in. For the last announcement, I'd like to introduce one of my most meaningful creative projects, a 3-volume series entitled Fairy Tales for Reparenting. Now, you might be wondering, why fairy tales? Aren't those just for kids? But through my personal healing journey and in studying the work of Carl Jung, Marie-Louise von Franz, and other spiritual and psychological traditions, I've come to see fairy tales as powerful symbolic maps for transformation. They carry deep, timeless wisdom, especially for those of us doing the hard work of reparenting ourselves. The series follows the structure of the hero's journey. Volume 1 explores the wounded child, stories of loss, betrayal, and innocence. Volume 3 is about the trials of endurance, cunning, and self-discovery. And Volume 3 is the return, stories of transformation, power, and wholeness. Each story is followed by journal prompts and space to reflect on how each story connects to your own inner healing journey. These are not just tales, they're tools. They're an invitation to connect with the part of you that still believes in magic and possibility and healing. You'll find both familiar classic and lesser-known stories from cultures around the world, offering you fresh insights and inspiration on your path. All 3 volumes are now available on Amazon. Your support means so much to me, not just for this project, but for the larger mission of helping myself and others reconnect inwardly. Reparenting is like nurturing a bonsai tree. It's not fast, it's not flashy, but with care, patience, and consistency, it will transform you. Thanks so much for being here and for supporting this work, and also for committing on your personal journey of self-expansion. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's practice. Today's reading is the poem Allan by Edgar Allan Poe. Just as a reminder, we're in September and the theme is emotional intelligence. Week 1, which is September 1st until the 7th, and the theme is understanding emotional intelligence. Sorry for the delay. I've been quite sick, you guys. I've had a rough summer. I have a stomach infection. I've also burned my eyes. I was in the hospital for a few days, so apologies for the delay. Alone by Edgar Allan Poe. From childhood's hour, I have not been as others were. I have not seen as others saw. I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken my sorrow I could not awaken. My heart to joy at the same tone that all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn, from a most stormy life was drawn, from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that rolled me round, in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky, as it passed me flying by, from thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Edgar Allan Poe's Alone captures a true, deep truth that resonates with many of us on a reparenting journey: the loneliness of being shaped differently by childhood wounds. Poe speaks of not experiencing joy and sorrow as others did, or feeling set apart from the very beginning. This mirrors the way trauma alters how we see the world, where beauty, joy, or love are often overshadowed by pain and fear. From our September theme of emotional intelligence, this poem reminds us that self-awareness begins with recognizing the unique lens through which we view life. Emotional intelligence is not about denying these differences. Rather, it's about learning to honor them, to understand how trauma shaped us, and to reclaim the power to feel fully again. From this week's focus on understanding emotional intelligence, Poe's words echo the challenge of emotional awareness. Trauma can distort how we connect to joy, sorrow, and even love, leaving us out of step with others. But by developing EQ means turning this towards the very different with compassion rather than judgment. It means saying, yes, my experience made me different, but they also give me a depth of perception and resilience that can be a source of strength. Poe's reflections can inspire us to transform isolation into understanding and understanding into the foundation of healing and connection. As we go into the journal prompts for today, number one, when in my life have I felt set apart from others emotionally, like Poe describes? And what emotions surface when I revisit these memories? Number two, how has my trauma shaped the way I perceive joy, love, and sorrow compared to those around me? And number three, what might it look like to honor my unique way of feeling as a strength, as opposed to a curse? That's it for today. As always, thanks for being here. Take care of yourself, and please do be well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Now, this is the third and final section of the daily podcast. This is your silent meditation. Please go ahead and find a space where you can be comfortable and undisturbed, where you can relax and spend some time with yourself for this 10-minute silent meditation. You can choose to be sitting, standing, lying down, or in whatever position makes you comfortable today. Take a moment to simply be with yourself. Focus on your breath and gently connect with each part of your body. If thoughts arise, don't let them overwhelm you. Just observe them without attachment. Imagine them as leaves drifting down atop a river, passing by without needing your engagement. Stay present, grounded, and open to this moment, no matter what time you are listening and practicing this meditation. Namaste.